Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is November 7th, 2023. Just want to make sure that the audio is working. That way we can get started. A couple of days ago on November 5th, TMZ put out a headline that said that the rapper C Knight was on life support. And this was the headline here. I'm going to go back to the chat just to make sure that the audio is working. I don't want to get too deep into the presentation and not have you guys hear anything that I have to say. So let me just quickly cover this, though. So this was the headline that came out on November 5th, 11/5. And it reads, rapper C Knight on life support post-stroke, MRI to come. And I never heard of this rapper before this headline came out. But since he was on life support, I said, you know what? They're probably going to murder this guy in the upcoming days, right? So what I did was I simply just opened up the gematria calculator and I typed in his stage name, which is C Knight, right? Knight with the K. And I noticed the gematria of 117. And that stood out to me because the date, November 7th, again, this was on November 5th that this headline came out. I said, you know what? They might kill him on Tuesday, on November 7th, because the gematria of his stage name equals 117. And, today, earlier this morning, I went to check to see if there was any breaking news on this rapper, and I said, maybe they don't kill him. And I was actually happy that he wasn't in the headlines, pronounced dead at the age of 52, how this headline reads. But then, around 6:00 today, I went back on. I checked the CNN headlines, the TMZ headlines, and then I saw this: C Knight dead at the age of 52. Now, when I made my prediction, I didn't want him to die. I wasn't hoping that he died so that I could be right. It wasn't even about that. It was just that these celebrities are being murdered. And I want people to finally wake up and realize that these people are not really dying from the things that these people are reporting. Like, for example, this rapper, they're saying that he suffered a stroke because he had high sugar levels, right? So they're saying that he died from diabetes, basically. And after he suffered his stroke, they took him to the hospital on October 18th. And then he ended up dying 20 days later on a day with 25 numerology, which these are all numbers that stand out to me because in gematria, the word death equals 20 and 25. So they took him to the hospital on October 18th, and then he ended up dying today, 20 days later, right? But the thing is, when they broke the news that he was on life support, his father was the one that gave the news to TMZ. They said, I gotta go back and read the article, but they said that they was waiting for an MRI, right? So they didn't know if he was gonna survive. He could have survived all this, right? So just because he was on life support on November 5th, and that didn't necessarily mean that he was gonna die that day or die anytime soon. The only reason I was able to predict that he was going to die on November 7th is simply because of the language of gematria. And so often we see these celebrities die in connection to the gematria of their name and the amount of days since their hospitalization or the amount of days that has been since their last birthdays. This stuff is very repetitive. So when TMZ put out his age, which is 52, I looked at the gematria of diabetes, and I said, look at that. So diabetes is 52, and his stage name equals 117. So how perfect for him to die on 11/7 at the age of 52 from diabetes. So that's why I made that prediction. Because I said, we got to do more so people can finally wake up to what's going on. These people are not really dying from the causes that these people are reporting. They're saying that that he died because of a stroke, and that the reason they took him out of life support today is because the MRI came out negative, and the doctors noticed that there was no brain activity, which is all bullshit. And the way you can tell is because of the numbers. And this is why I made sure to put out that post before he died, so that way people can realize, okay, there's no way. Because think about it, if why didn't I predict that he was gonna die on November 6th? Because that TMZ headline came out on November 5th. He could have died November 5th during the night, right? He could have died November 6th. He could have died November 7th. He could have died November 8th. He could have died any day of the week. But they chose to do it today on November 7th. And like I said, he was hospitalized on October 18th, which was 20 days ago, the death number. And again, today's the day with 25 numerology. Death is 25 and 20. So, this is not the first time we've called somebody deaf before. We did it with Dustin Diamond. And yes, we have been wrong in the past, but we've been right as well. And eventually people are going to have to realize that this is not a coincidence. Again, they could have killed this guy. I mean, okay. Technically, let's just go by what they're saying, right? His family, let's say the MRI report would have came out tomorrow, November 8th. They could have took him out of life support tomorrow, November 8th. So why didn't they choose November 8th or November 6th? Was it a coincidence that they took him out of life support on November 7th? No, it's not. I mean, that's the only explanation a lot of you might have. Those of you who continue to debate this stuff. And I read somebody, when I put out that post, I read somebody said that instead of trying to make predictions on somebody's death, we should be praying for these people. Man, this is what I'm saying. You guys are really like low IQ idiots. There is no praying for somebody that's going to get murdered ritualistically. It doesn't matter how much you pray. It doesn't matter. These people are not dying naturally. So it doesn't matter if God comes down from the heavens and tries and goes to the hospital where he's at. It doesn't matter. His death is written. It's scripted by the people who he decided to sell his soul to. The Jesuit order. That's why he's dead on the day, leaving 54 days left in the year. The Jesuit order number. So let me just shout out to Charles. He said, wow, Gematria is calling for his soul. You see, this was a day ago. Right? But then, a guy named Kenny G, who's a very faithful troll to this channel. Let me show you what he wrote. He said, people should be sending positive vibes instead of licking at the chops, waiting for someone to die just to prove a point in Gematria. But he has also been wrong numerous times before, most recent Damar Hamlin. Just shows the real motives of the so-called Gematria teachers. You see what I'm saying? Kenny G, not only are you a big-time cocksucker, you don't understand what's the real. You don't really understand what's the point of all this. I could care less if he would have died or not. I prefer for him not to die. So I want to be wrong. Like, who knows if Damar Hamlin, when I made that prediction about Damar Hamlin, who knows if Damar Hamlin is alive because of the video that I made? Who knows? I chose not to make a video about C-Night. Because I say, you know what? Maybe if I make a video about it, maybe he doesn't die on November 7th. Let's see what happens. So that's why I just put out a post. So you don't understand. Because the thing is, like, we could debate all day about whether or not sports is rigged, if politics is rigged. We could debate all day. People always find a reason to say, well, it's not rigged, right? Oh, I thought you said the Phillies was going to win. The Chiefs is going to win. Blah, 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 blah. Eagles. People will always debate sports or something like that, right? But how can you debate if we're making a prediction on when a person is going to pass away? You have to understand, I don't have any affiliations to this man's family, to the doctors involved in this man's death. anything. I don't have any affiliations to the rapper C Knight. So the fact that we called it before he died should raise a red flag. And if all the other things that we've shown hasn't raised a red flag, it's because you're just a dumb person. Right? Like the World Series, for example, where I saw you leave a comment under that post saying that the World Series had nothing to do with George Bush. Man, you are really an idiot. And I'm going to look at you in the camera. I want you to see you are a dumb idiot if you think the World Series was not connected to George Bush. I mean, it literally ended on his 119th day of his age. Something that I also put out before the game was played. Before Game 5 was played, I put out a free video that a lot of other people are taking credit for. You guys know who that is. He's on his platform telling people that he predicted it. But you guys saw the video that I put out before the World Series was played. And I spoke about how it was going to end in 5 games. And you're saying that that's also a coincidence, right? The fact that the 119th World Series ended on George Bush's 119th day of his age, the president, during 9/11. I want to read what a lot of people wrote under the post today. Let me see what people wrote today. I haven't read those comments yet. So this is what I posted today. I said, as predicted, the rapper C Knight has died on November 7th. 5 years from now, that other guy is going to tell people that he predicted that the Texas Rangers was going to win in 5 games. He's going to tell people that because people are going to forget that my video came out first. So Fro Love Angel said, I'm going to screenshot this and the community post to share. Maybe we'll wake someone up. Thank you. Thank you. That's the point of, that's my real motive. To wake people up. To show people that these people are really being killed. And there's somebody behind it. There's a conspiracy going on. Ryan wrote, wow, insane. So yeah, so some of these I've read already. I didn't read all of them though. So that's why I haven't liked all of them. So this person wrote, they got him. Tell me he knew so much. I don't know exactly what that means. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, whoa. Yup. Saw your post the other day. Shout out to Trust Jesus. Bobby Knight. C Knight. What else? Oh, yeah, that's true. The college head coach, Bobby Knight, passed away recently. So here we have another Knight. Right? We might get another. They usually run in threes, right? So somebody wrote Suge Knight. That's a good one. That's a good guess. We do usually get threes. And then somebody says Ash predicted. Let's see what he wrote. I wrote, go to my previous community post. And then he wrote, if you had predicted this before he was on life support, now that would have been something. Still on point though. Like I said, yeah, he was on life support, right? But like I said, he could have died any day of the week. And not only that, just because you're on life support, that doesn't mean that you can also survive, right? There's people that have survived being on life support. Let's just look it up. What are the chances of surviving life support? Okay, so let's just see how. There is no rule about how long a person can stay on life support. You see what I mean? You could be on life support for a whole month. People getting life support may continue to use it until they either recover or their condition worsens. In some cases, it's possible to recover after days or weeks of life support, and the person can stop the treatment. You see? Just because you're on life support, that doesn't mean that you're going to die. So there's been people who have survived it. There's people whose condition has gotten worse. It's a machine that helps you survive, basically. Several researchers clinicians have reported that extracorporeal, I can't say that word, life support, so it's called ECLS, may improve survival in patients who have cardiogenetic shock or circulatory arrest, with survival to discharge rates ranging between 25% and 45%. Can you recover from being on life support? There are times when your body may not recover full functionality, but providers recommend continued support, like dialysis and tube feeds, because there's a chance you can have a meaningful recovery. Other times, your provider may recommend ending life support if there is a little chance for a meaningful recovery. So going back to that post, TMZ didn't say what was it, like how bad it was. You see, they wrote that his MRI was still pending. All right. So yes, this is a prediction. This is called predicting somebody's death using the language of gematria, the code that they use to kill people. Shout out to Vince Ortega. 2 days ago, he left this comment. He wrote 1-800-235-DEAD, because he knows how the code works. Once he saw the 117, he knew it was over for this guy. And I read somebody wrote that I should reach out to this man's family. I don't know who his family is, and his family are probably, they're probably in on it as well. I don't know how deep this stuff goes. If these people agree along with their families to pass away on a certain date, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're faking their deaths. I don't know. I don't know all the details. But I do know that they're being removed from the celebrity world on certain dates by the numbers. And I think we've proven that once again today. Dead at 52, the diabetes number. Of course, Gematria and Kabbalah is also 52. Arnez Blount. Just take a look at his name real quick. And going back to Damar Hamlin, I mean, don't you find the Damar Hamlin stuff very suspicious? I mean, the guy was covering his face, his first public appearance. He was doing a lot of suspicious stuff. A lot of suspicious stuff. And ask yourself this, going back to Damar Hamlin, how come they changed his birthday? This is what I'm saying. Like, these people are doing a lot of suspicious shit. When Damar Hamlin first collapsed, his birthday was the same as the guy who died on the field 51 years ago. As Chuck Hughes. He had the same birthday as Chuck Hughes. Look, his birthday was May 24th, 1998. And then they changed his birthday. They changed Damar Hamlin's birthday. And that was his 15th game of the season. Going back to all the 15s that we saw in the death of Chuck Hughes. Of course, 15 is a reflection of 51. It happened in Cincinnati. Another 51 location. A lot of suspicious stuff with Chuck Hughes and Damar Hamlin. They had the same birthday too? Man. Oh, look. So, Damar Hamlin, I think they changed his birthday from, I think his birthday was March 2nd. Let me see. Gotta make sure. Or maybe they changed Chuck Hughes' birthday. Let me see. Yeah, because I even wrote it up here. Chuck Hughes had the same birthday as Damar Hamlin. Yeah, so it looks like they changed Chuck Hughes' birthday. Because I wrote he had the same birthday. Let me just see. Let me just check the... Chuck Hughes... Yeah, you see? Chuck Hughes, his actual birthday is March 24th. right? But now, if you look on Wikipedia, they changed it to March 2nd. So it was Chuck Hughes' birthday they changed. Ask yourself why. Why does, like, what are the odds that his birthday and Damar Hamlin's birthday were identical, and then out of nowhere now Chuck Hughes has a different birthday? His birthday is now March 2nd according to Wikipedia, according to Google. But if you look on Pro Football Reference, it still says his birthday is March 24th, which is the same birthday as Damar Hamlin. So you see, so this, even though I was wrong about this prediction, it wasn't a bad prediction. And then think about it. No, he didn't die on January 5th. That was the day that I predicted he was gonna die. He got hurt like on January 3rd or January 2nd or something like that. He didn't die on January 5th, but on January 5th, that was the day that they say he woke up from his coma. He woke up on January 5th, the date that is written 5-1-0-1-5. Out of all days. Out of all days. Yeah, but people like Dustin Diamond, another person that I predicted was gonna die at the age of 44, because that's the cancer number. That's the cancer number. So once I saw the headline that he had cancer at the age of 44, I said this guy's gonna die soon, and then he ended up dying on February 1st, 2021, the day before 44 numerology. Dead at 44 from cancer, from lung cancer at that. Thanks a lot. I didn't even check the audio, man. I did the entire presentation without going back to check the audio. My bad. Well, thank God it was good. I didn't waste my time talking to myself. Yeah, so Bobby Knight is dead. Oh, speaking of Knights, C. Knight is dead 88 days after hip hop turned 50. Remember the big anniversary on August 8th? August 11th, excuse me. It's been 88 days since hip hop's anniversary. Rappers 88. So they picked the rapper. They're gonna kill a lot of rappers, or a lot of rappers, a lot of musicians in connection to the 50th anniversary. See what else? Oh yeah, so we spoke about this, we spoke about that, we spoke about this and that. So let's see what else they got up here. So it says here that the name of the group was the Dove Shack. I think the Dove Shack has Gematria of 121, the blood sacrifice number. It does. And this rapper, he's remembered for the song Summertime in the LBC. It equals 83 like murder and 106 like black. And that's the song that they are remembered for. So hip hop artists gone too soon. Right? Eazy-E, Tupac Shakur. I'm not even sure who this is. Nipsey Hussle. We covered Nipsey Hussle. We nailed his ritual. And of course, Juice WRLD. Another 42 ritual. I don't remember covering Little Peep's death. I don't think I did. Mac Miller died before I started doing the videos. And so did XX Tentacion. I actually started doing videos the same year as XX Tentacion passed away. But I know his ritual was synced up with Jesus. They did the Jesus numbers around him. I don't remember covering fifth Dogg's death. He died at the age of 45, though, the hip hop number. We covered Tupac's death multiple times. Dead on a day with 38 numerology. So was Biggie. Biggie, another rapper, dead on a day with 38 numerology. All of these rappers gone by the code. Eazy-E, I didn't cover Eazy-E. He died at 30 though. The N-word is 30. I know he died from AIDS in connection to that Lethal Injection album. But I didn't cover. I don't think I have a blog post on Eazy-E. I might have. I don't know. I doubt it though. I don't think I covered Heavy D's death, but he died at the age of 44, the kill number. I haven't covered Old Dirty Bastard either. I know Rap is 35, dead at 35. I haven't covered Nate Dogg either. I should do all these people, man. But it's just the same thing though. It's just Lisa Left Eye, again, she died before I started doing this work as well. Prodigy, dead at 42. The N-word is 42. Slavery is 42. But he died around the same year as Exentacion. And again, I started doing the work at the end of 2018. Adam Yak. I don't know who this guy is, but he died at the age of 47. Pimp C died at 33. Oh, this is the guy that used to drink the purple juice. I forgot the purple drink. Yeah, I didn't cover his death either. Curious Kelly, I never heard of this guy. He died at the age of 34. Murder rapper, 34. Sean Price, dead at 43. Dead in his 44th year of life. And yeah, so eventually what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll do one big video with all those other people that I didn't talk about. A lot of those people died like in the early 2000s. Like, what year did Nate Dogg die? Nate Dogg died a long time ago. He died in 2011. No. It's possible I do have a write-up on these people. Yeah, I do. See, I covered Nate Dogg. I did. I just didn't do it when he died. But in 2023, actually this year, on his death anniversary, I put up a blog post on his death. He died at the age of 41. And it's funny because he's wearing the Kobe jersey in this music video. He died at the same age as Kobe. I gotta go back to this video because I'm wondering if this is a helicopter right here. I think that song is Area Codes. He's wearing the Kobe jersey. He looks like he's at an airport. He's doing the Jesus pose right here. He died 157 days after his birthday. Just like Kobe Bryant. Oh my gosh. He died 157 days before his birthday. And Kobe died on his 157th day of his age. And they both died at 41. Let me look up that video. Nate Dogg area codes. You see, this is what I mean. It looks like they're at an airport. So that's probably a plane and not a helicopter. And they do a lot of rituals using area codes. From the Super Bowl to the death of these rappers. To the World Series. Yeah, I can't really see much. I want to see if this is actually it looks like it may be a plane. But it could be a helicopter though. So I gotta look. But wouldn't that be something though? Nate Dogg, who died 157 days before his birthday, is wearing a Kobe Bryant jersey in its area codes video. Just like how Kobe died in a helicopter crash on his 157th day of his age. He has the whole Kobe outfit as well. He has the sneakers to match and everything. He better lay low. Actually, I'm gonna watch the video on my phone real quick. Take a screenshot of it. Let me see. Area codes. I just want to see if that's a helicopter in the background. Because wouldn't that be something? Okay, so that's a big. I'm looking at it right now. It's actually a big plane. It says Ludicrous Airlines. Okay. All right. So I guess we can end it there. Rest in peace to everybody that we named, from Tupac to C Knight to all the other rappers that are gonna be ritualistically murdered in the near future. We might be talking about Suge Knight soon. So it says here that the Dove Shack played a big part in the West Coast G-Funk music movement in the 1990s, jumping in the game with fellow big dogs like Warren G and Snoop Dogg. Yeah, I did cover Easy. Okay, let me see. I probably did, because I'm noticing right now that if I covered Nate Dogg, I most definitely covered Easy. I think Easy is with a Z though. Let me see. Yeah, I did. Look at that. Yeah, I did. I covered Easy. He died. Yeah, he died 201 days before his birthday. He died 201 days. Ruthless Records 201. Like Order of Illuminati, like the Jesuit order. Yeah, he died 400. What was it? 444 days after the Lethal Injection album. Yeah, Rappers 444, Lucifer, Jewish Killing, Masonic. Yeah, I did. I definitely covered Easy. But there's a lot of other people that I didn't cover. Let me see if I covered like, I don't think I covered Pimp C and none of these other people. Yeah, I don't have nothing on Pimp C. There's still a lot of people that I haven't covered. So definitely on their death anniversary, I'll look back at them. Oh, like, so he died on Jay-Z's birthday, December 4th. So this is December 4th, which is almost a month from now. I'll go back and look at Pimp C for all the people down there in the South that want to know what happened to Chad Butler. But he did die on Jay-Z's birthday, December 4th. 25 days before his own birthday, the death number. And he died from drug overdose, of course. Oh, yeah, see? Too much of that purple drink, I guess. That's what they're claiming killed him. All right, so rest in peace, C Knight, and thank you everybody for joining us. Please hit the like button. Please share the videos. Otherwise, nobody's going to know about this. All right, you guys take care, and I'll see you next time.